Greetings, everyone. This is Elizabeth. How are you doing? I hope everyone is doing fabulous. I'm not sure why this didn't work, though. Hellooall. That is supposed to say something. What? I don't remember, but that's what it's supposed to do. There it is. There it is. We have it working. Hey, whoa, go back. Where am I at? There you guys are. Hi, lovelies. Oh my goodness. In the Chatty McChattersons, we have Jim. Hi, sir. How are you doing? Linda G. Hi. Jana. Hi. Maddie, the emptiness scrapper. Hello, hello. Anna Marette. How are you doing, lovely lady? I hope you're all doing beautiful, beautiful. Did it work the first time? I don't know. Okay, fabulous. I have happy mail that came today. Happy mail. This one is from Cordelia. Easter card. Look at those cutenesses. Look at those little chickens. And the rabbit jumped over the chick and ran away with the spoon? Yep. I don't know, but it's cute. It's cute. The little polymer clay peeps. Aren't they adorbs? I did not do Easter cards. Easter just crept up on me. I didn't do nothing. Mary's Crafty Creations. Hello, hello. She says, Happy Pattern Paper Monday. Yes. Yes, I'm excited. Pattern Paper Monday. But it's a Beautimus. I'm looking because I would like to set this somewhere so I can look at it for a little bit. Where's the thingy that holds my cards? If I was a thingy to hold the cards, where'd I go? I've lost my thingy to hold my cards. Where'd it go? Oh well, I'll have to find it. I have another one. But where'd I put it? You guys. I know not these things that runneth away, but I almost forgot. I need this. We need our tower of sprays today in our splat box. Come here, sir. Sir McSplatty McSplatson. Okay, so, and then the other happy mail came from our lovely donations and tips that you guys give. We can purchase things, and so we're super happy because Waffle Flour is celebrating 2 years. Is it been 2 years? A year? 2 years? I don't know. They're celebrating the birth of their postage. You guys, look at how tiny this is. It's so tiny. They didn't want it to be lost. They taped it to this, and mind you, I pulled this out of the bag because I wasn't ready to see this. I wanted to see this. I pulled this out of the bag. I pulled the little card thingy that was in there with it. These came out, and I'm opening the envelope, and I'm shaking, and I'm like, they didn't send the little tiny postage. They didn't send the tiny postage. And then something happened and it caught my eye, and I'm like, oh, they taped tiny postage to the thing. You guys, look at how tiny postage is. Like, my thumbnail is bigger than tiny postage. Look at how freaking adorable tiny postage is. This one is their anniversary. I don't know where you can get it aside from Waffle Flour, because that's where I bought it. I went straight to Waffle Flour after I stopped at scrapbook.com, but I couldn't find it at scrapbook.com because I have an affiliate with scrapbook.com. Scrapbook.com does sell waffle flour, but you guys check this out. Not only do you get the teeny tiny die, but they also put in the teeny tiny little stencil. The stencil. So you put, you can do this and then die cut, or, you know, and then you can ink blend all the things. Like, how, oh my gosh. So, yeah, look at that. Just the most adorbs. Most adorbs. And it's Postage Collage Mini. They should have named it Teeny Weeny. Let's just put it, they should have named it Postage Collage Teeny Weeny. And, yeah. I used my donations and tips to get both of these items. Which, by the way, look at this. They have some new silhouette stuff. This is one of them. They have this one here that is Tropical Sunset. But they have one that has a crane and a little fisherman. I would like that one too, but we started off with the birds. We started off with the birds, and they show some examples with the birds. And then this new set, I mean, they've got the new stuff, you guys. They're getting creative with it. I mean, look at, they made it look like the little butterflies are popping out of that little envelope there. Adorbs. Super adorbs. All the fun things. All the fun things. And you can follow them on their socials. So if you want to. But, yeah. Cheryl Jackson. Hello, hello. T, not afraid of color. Hello, hello, my friend. Friend. I'm so excited. She knows why I'm so excited. But you guys will know on May 16th. May 16th. Friday, May 16th, you guys will know. You guys will understand. But until then, sorry. But look at the teeny weeny postage. Isn't it so cute? Anyways, it is Patterned Paper Monday. What do you do with the patterned paper? You do whatever you wish. So I need to make a card for my auntie who loves yellow roses and yellow. She's another one of you yellow peeps. But she likes yellow roses. Those are her favorite. Even though this one is called Amazing Gardenia, it kind of looks like a rose. So we're going with it. But what I did is I stamped it and embossed it a couple of times because we're going to do some paper piecing. But also, I thought it looked pretty with the purple. I know, right? It's weird. So, but I don't want to use this. I don't want to use it because this is from Abraham. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of create this ourselves. And he said he used seedless preserves, which, I don't have seedless preserves, but I have Hocus Pocus. That is not Hocus Pocus. I have Hocus Pocus, and I have Fortune Teller. And then, I'm not sure which area is Seedless Preserves. Seedless Preserves Metallic. I don't have that. So what we're going to do is we're going to Seedless Preserves Metallic. Since we only have two, you know, I think we're going to throw in a little bit of oxide. It'll be a little bit different. It'll be a little bit different, but we're going to try, like I said, try and create something to this effect. So that's what we're doing. So I think I put those away. We have our Splatty McSplatter box. because we're going to do the spray part first. And then you guys are going to hang out with me while we fussy cut. Fussy cut. Fussy cut. Everybody want to do the fussy cut. Fussy cut. Okay, so we're going to get... It's a card for Auntie, so we don't mind if we use good cardstock. Which, for your favorite Auntie, you gotta use the good stuff. And I think I'm gonna use some watercolor stuff because it'll hold the sprays good. And this is hot press. Hot press. Hot off the press. Hot press watercolor paper, which means it's smooth on both sides. So we have a lot of white space in this, so we're just gonna try and do that. So I'm gonna just set it over here in my little phone holder. Like I set it in my phone holder so I can Google it. You guys, I don't even know. Yes, T likes fortune teller. It's a pretty color. And Deborah, if you're around, yes, it is still a pretty color. And you might like fortune teller because it's more pinky than purple. But then Hocus Pocus is purple. Okay. So I'm going to take it off and do some murder scene splatters. Oh, you guys, please hold. I just realized I'm like wearing my well, it's not brand new, but I haven't worn it yet. I got my new shirt on. I've had it for a while. It hasn't been warm enough. I gotta go get something to cover it. I need an apron for up here. That's what I need. I need an apron from up here, but we're just going to take my sweater that we don't care about because it's got a gaping hole, and it's just my craft room sweater. We're going to put it on backwards because if I splatter my shirt, I'll be upset, and we don't want to do that. So we're just going to do this. Don't splatter, especially purple on the green. Okay, so that looks nice. And then we're going to do some controlled, like we're not going to go spray. We're going to go, ooh, and we're going to squeeze it slowly so it does splot. Not spray. Splot. Janet is team of pink. Yes, we know. You're broken. Wait, what? And then get your cardio. Whatever works for you. Shake it. However it works for you. Okay. We're going to go with fortune teller, and we're going to demonstrate. Please hold. Deborah came out of the woodwork. Yes, I can put my snackies in the hood. Okay. Spray. Psh. See that? We don't want that. We want to... That's a full press. Go put, and you just press. What we want is some splatter, so we're going to hold it and slowly push. Okay, and see how it spits? Big chunks. That's what we're going for. We're going for murder scene. The fancy murders, not the spray, the droplets. I guess they're both murdery scenes. I don't know. Okay, so, and then watch your nozzle. It'll fill up. We kind of sprayed, and it's okay because there is a little spraying going on in here. I feel like he might have blotted because some of those look blotchy. So we'll do that. We'll blot some of those in a minute. Okay, and then I'm going to shake to get the nozzle clean. I watched somebody take and clean their nozzle, right? Just like so. So that the mica wouldn't, it's a murder scene in my cup. Crime scene in my cup. I don't even know. But they clean the nozzle, and it's supposed to help so that it doesn't get clogged. So you just clean it. I don't know. We'll see. I don't really have a problem with these things clogging, but it's possible. Wait, which one did I just do? Anyways. Okay, and then we're going to get a paper towel. Paper towel! 1 square of paper towel. And I think I'm going to dampen it. I don't know. I just feel like I need to dampen it. And then we're going to kind of... Oh, that's not nice. Okay. Our inspo just got interesting because I've got paper towel pattern. I got paper towel pattern. But I like it. I like it a lotus. I'm going to spritz a little bit of water. Oh, look at it reactivate. Oh, it's so pretty. Lots of layers. Lots of layers. Oh, I love that. Well, now I need to heat set that. Please hold. Abraham would be so proud. I pulled out the heater. We're going to heat set that before we go in with our next set of layers. Mine will not be exactly like his because you can't do it. But we're going to be inspired by. And that's what we're doing. We're doing inspired by. That's not too shabby. We've got a lot of white space. I have too much white space. The next round should take care of that. But like he's got these nice little angles in there, so we'll try that. T says, Jana, you will flip when you see my Trinity Stance April release hop video. Your heat tool took a dump. Who is inspired? Oh, this is from Abraham. This is from Abraham. So we're being inspired by Abraham. And yes, Cordelia, you're very inspiring. Did you see your card? It was so hop and cute. Get it? Yes, Cordelia's card was adorable. Okay, so we're gonna it came out a little bit too much, but that's okay. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. And then oop, don't get on there. Okay. We're gonna heat set that. I like that layer. And then I like it. I think we did good. I think we are doing good with our background. I think that's pretty nice. I mean, it's like I said, we're never going to get it exact, right? But the essence of it, I think, is there a little bit. It is my own creation, so it's fabulous. And that's all we got to say. So, we'll leave that to finish drying, which should dry very... Oh, wow. You see all the pinks and purplies. Goodness. I know. Let's put a little bit more of this guy in there. We'll do like a top layer. Okay. Okay. There we go. Got some top layer. Yeah, that's much better, I think. I like it. I like it. All right, now we're done with the sprays. Bye-bye jacket. And then we're going to put this over here to finish drying. And then you guys, tell me about your days. Are you guys having a great day? Did you have a good Easter? How was that? How was all the things? All the things. This one's going to be my base layer, I think. So, all I did... Aw, Abraham, you're so welcome. Oh my goodness, please. Whoa. We just got slammed. Please hold, I gotta scroll back up. I missed a whole bunch of stuff. Cordelia is telling T that she has an extra heat tool, but it would probably cost as much to ship it as for you to buy one. I know, right? Plus, it would take a trip around to Denver first. And then Abraham popped in, and hello, sir. Thanks for popping in. And then we have a new face. Where'd she go? Nancy Johnson. Hello, hello. Thanks for popping in today. Okay, so what I did is I took a stamp from the ton, and I stamped it a ton. Sorry. I stamped it a few times. I was playing around with coloring the leaves, which I colored them in alcohol marker and I didn't quite like it. And then this is watercolor. So we're going to do watercoloring on our leaves. But what I want to do is fussy cut and then fussy cut and fussy cut and then build it up so that some of the petals are taller than others. But first we need a base. And we want to fussy cut this all out so that when it's on our purple scene, the purple will still show through. And our purple was inspired by Abraham. See, I kept it because it's gorgeous. And I found it in my stash today, and I was like, oh, let's be inspired by that today. So you can keep your stuff and be inspired by it later if you won't. But yeah, we're just going to go in and we're going to do a fairly close fussy cut. But we're going to do it quickly because it doesn't need to be perfect. Especially for my auntie. My auntie, I love her. Her name is Kelly. And she still lives over... like she's gonna move over here just for me. She lives over in Washington. That's where I came from a few years ago, over here to Ohio. But she's over in Washington, and every so often I mail her stuff, but I haven't mailed her anything in a while. And she reminded me of that the other day, and I was like, well, let's make her something today. So we're making Auntie a patterned paper Monday design. For all of you who are new or not quite sure, Patterned Paper Monday happens every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on my channel. And we either make pattern paper, use pattern paper, but it's all about the pattern paper. And I started this because I have a sick amount of pattern paper. Sick. Gross. gross amount of pattern paper. And some of those pattern papers are store-bought, like this one here. Some of those pattern papers are handmade, like this one here. But we're not using this one. We have our other one that we're going to use because I'm going to keep the Abraham one forever. It's mine. You guys can't have it back. But, yeah, so Pattern Paper Monday, we just go through and we try and use up our pattern papers. And there's quite a few videos that I have, because I think we started this last year. Abraham needs to get on the rack list so the rest of us weirdos can send him cards, right? Oh, and speaking of rack list, next month, I don't know if it'll be the first of the month because I'm running it now and I'm not. I'm going to do my best to have it for the first of the month. But the rack list is going to, each month you guys are going to get an email for your rack members to sign up or to just confirm that everything's the same. It's going to be via Google form. So if you don't like Google form, I'm really sorry, but it's free, it's easy, and I can connect it to Google Sheets very easily. So it'll be easy for me to email everybody and all that fun stuff. So the email is going to be the same. So you don't have to look for a new email. The email Pam started for the rack, I now have access to. So I will be sending out an email with the Google Forms. Okay. And anybody that wants to sign up for the rack can. If you are on the rack and you need a hold and stuff, you know, all that information will be in the Google form. And then I just want to remind everybody that the random act of kindness, it's a random. So don't feel pressured to send, but know that you should send something to at least one person each month. Okay, it does not, just a reminder, it does not have to be a card. It does not have to be something you made. It's random, and it's an act of kindness. So if you're going through your stash of papers and you see something that reminds you of somebody, mail it to them and be like, hey, this made me think of you. And it could be papers, it could be ephemera, it could be, heck, if you make jewelry and stuff, I mean, I'm not saying that you have to go out of your way, but if you find something that reminds you of a person, like for me, the other day I was at the Goodwill. Well, that's a while back now, but I was at the Goodwill and I saw a Snoopy and I mailed it to Pam, and that was my random act of kindness to Pam, was a stuffed Snoopy. So it can be whatever makes your heart happy to send to someone. It does not have to be a card. Okay. Christy, snail mail, hello, hello, how are you doing? We're paper crafters, of course we have. What's a rack list? Random act of kindness. I'm off to eat dinner. Bye, Deborah. Sorry, I missed that. Have you ever bought patterned paper and then wondered why the heck you bought it? I have drawers full of paper going, why? Yes. So, okay, so we got our base layer. Okay, this is the layer that's going to be built upon. So we need to keep that one. And then we're going to cut off these green petals. So I'm basically going to do another round. I'm going to get a little bit closer this time, right to the embossed line. And don't be sad if you cut on the embossed line and you lose some of that embossing. They won't care. They won't care. And then we're going to go in here like so. And I'm just going to take a row of these petals out, and I will show you what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. I wouldn't recommend this type of project for everybody. Just your special people. because you're going to be putting a lot of time and effort into a project like this, but it'll be worth it in the end. I hope. I hope. I know my auntie will love it because, well, she's my auntie, and she, I think she's a little biased sometimes, but that's okay. She likes yellow roses, as I said, and squirrels. Her nickname is actually Squirrel. But, yeah. And then, you guys let me know what your favorite flower is. My favorite flowers are the white ones. White daisies, white roses, white gardenias, white flowers. I love white flowers. I don't know why. But I just, they're so pretty. White flowers are really pretty. Okay, so we really fussy cut that now. So even if we put it on here, somewhere, where does this go? Right there. Yeah. So if we put this on here and even popped it up, we've already got one layer of dimension, right? Because now we've popped it up and those leaves are pressed back. But we're going to come in and get another layer of dimension. If I'd have thought about this, I probably wouldn't have stamped the whole thing, but that is okay. May the 4th be with you. No, I'm not ready. I'm going to sketch or trace Baby Grogu, maybe the Mandalorian. I don't know, but I'm gonna get some Star Wars drawing for May the 4th. And we're going to hang out. Yes, we are. Cordelia loves native azaleas. Fabulous. Dawn, the crafty visage. You're not late. You're right on time, girlfriend. Because we're just fussy cutting. We're fussy cutting right now. We did the whole thing for our base. We've got our second layer, which we're going to pop up. And then we're going in. I'm going to go in and cut. I'm going to cut this big chunk out and kind of see where it is. And then I have an extra if I want to cut. I might cut differently. Again, I don't know. And we're going to come in here. We're going to get this guy out. And we're just going to follow in an area that we think is going to be cool. Is that what yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I'm like, I don't even know. We're going to cut out this little center piece. And where do I want to go? You just kind of figure it out as you go. I don't know. I think we're going to follow along this line here and then come around. Gonna go in here maybe. I don't know. Just cut pieces out till you find what you like. And then we're gonna supposed to cut that right off. So this piece goes right here. So we're gonna cut the inside leaves, petals. Yeah. So we're gonna cut off some of these outer petals. And we can adjust it a little bit more when we get in there. So I'm going to cut that petal off. We're going to leave this petal. We're going to come in, and then we're going to cut that petal off and keep this one. Cut that little one off. Come in here, keep that one. And then we're going to cut off that one. That one. And then we're going to come in here. So we're just making it smaller and smaller. And I'm liking it so far. And we're going to cut that one off. And I think we're going to leave this one. We're going to leave that one. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So this one is actually going to go on top of that one. And then this is going to go on top of that one. So we've just bulked it up. And once we put our foamy dots behind it, it's going to be really nice. But before we can do that, we need to color the leaves. Because the leaves need to be green. We need green leaves. But look at that. Okay, so we're going to get our little bit of paintbrush. It's going to be a little bit of red too. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We're going to get these. This here is the Distress ink or Distress paint palette. I don't know. Ink palette, paint palette. I use it for my Simon Hurley reinkers. Yeah. Simon Hurley reinkers to the rescue. And we're just going to put a little bit of green in these leaves. And the embossing powder will resist it for us, so it'll be nice. So we just paint right over the embossing powder and fill that in right nicely. And if you need it darker, you can go back in and do it darker. This one here is going to be a fake plant, really dark. I don't know how many of these leaves are going to still be showing on our card, but we're just going to go ahead and paint them all. Because we can, if we don't use them all in their original position, say like we have to cut some of these off, we can still put them on the card. And just put them in another spot, if that makes sense. This side just a little bit darker. Here we go. Oh, that's nice. See, we're changing it a little bit. Cookies and cream. Patience. I have patience for cutting, and I have patience for drawing, and all these weird things, but I do not have patience for crochet or knitting. New mat for my scan and cut, but it's still put up in the closet. Ooh, a tank printer. Thank you for suggesting the thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Mary's Crafty Creation still doesn't have a scan and cut. T likes any flower that springs from the dirt, right? But my faves. Okay. Okay. If I missed any questions or anything, let me know. Half birthday. She can have a half birthday if I can have a week-long birthday, which we do every December 1st through the 7th. This girl goes live, and we do the things. We do the things. Oh, that one turned out really nice. I like how that one bled on there, though. It's probably because I got it wet first. I may have to go back because I really like that one. Let's do that on this one. Let's get it wet and then add. Nope. Not going to do the same thing, but that's okay. We'll just fill it in the rest of the way so it looks like the rest. Da, 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 da. Okay. And then we're going to get our little paper towel and dry up any little bits. Because we're impatient. We're impatient and we want to move on to the next step. I like it though. I like it though. Our pattern paper today is our striped thing. And then also the purple we were inspired to make. Okay. And then... Didn't get any ink on my head, did I? Crafty birthdays. Yes, thank you, Maddie. I have fun on my birthday, too. Okay, so we're going to take and not get ahead of ourselves. We need our base placed so we know, so we can cut it properly. So we're going to grab our base. Oh, look at, I know, look at that. Inspired by Abraham's little masterpiece there. I know, they're not perfect, but it is what it is. And I like it. Oh, look at that. Oh, and jeebers. But I like that portion there, so I think I'm going to turn this. Yes, look at that. And we actually get quite a bit of the leafery on there. I will be mailing this in a bigger envelope because I'm not going to cut it down. I'm not going to cut down the flowers. I'm going to cut this down. And we're going to put it on a black base. I think that's just going to be more interesting. Let me double check. Is it black or is it white? Is it black? Is it white? Come here. Come hither in. Definitely black. We're going with the black. If you guys are like, no, white, you use white on yours. And then you take a picture and show me. Mary's Crafty Creation says, I love all flowers too. Cross stitch pieces. My mother would have been 101 on April 14th. That's awesome. I hope to live to be 100. That's my goal. I want to be crafting with you guys at 100. I think that would be utterly fun. We're going to get decal trimmer. And we're going to do some deckly decals. Monsieur Crunch. This is Monsieur Crunch. And why is he called Monsieur Crunch? Because he makes crunchy noises. He makes crunchy noises. We're going to take and not get the purple all over us. Oops. And spin. Now, the decal trimmer by Tim Holtz, which is what I'm using here, is quite interesting because you can use the whole blade and it'll give you a different decal. So you can move it down, move it up, all that fun stuff. We're going to go down to 4-inch. Oops. 4 by 5 1/4. And then 5 1/4 is right there. Okay. So it's not the same decal all the way down. It's adjusty. So you can do adjusties. Whatever. You know what I mean. Okay, so then we've got this nice, beautiful decal. Look at that. Look at that. And... What the hell, dude? Can I help you, sir? I am so sorry if I scared anybody, but my husband just gave me... What?
Do you need a soda?
Yeah. Oh my God. No, you guys, it was not an 8-legged freak. It was a 2-legged one. My husband. Oh my God. Like, he totally snuck up the stairs and everything. I'm all focused. I look over and he's like, shit. I'm like, you're an ass. Oh my God. You smell good though. I love that. I am so sorry, you guys. Oh my gosh. What the heck? I don't even know how long he was standing there, you guys. He was just... Okay. He was just... Oh, I can't. So, he was just standing right there. Just standing over there looking at me. Like, I'll have to tell him hello when... Oops. Come on. But, really? Just really? It would be very judgy to count the decals, right? I am so sorry. I jumped. Like, I don't usually get scared, but that scared the crap out of me. Like, what? Oh my goodness. I'm very sorry, you guys. I can't even. Where's my glue? Oh my gosh, my heart. I could have had a heart attack. I was awake. I know. I screamed. I screamed like a little girl. I think I might have screamed twice. I don't. Oh my God. Wait. I need to make sure. I wanted that splatty splat up at the top. Okay. Oh my gosh. I love my husband. He's fabulous. But that. Oh my gosh. My heart. I could have had a heart attack. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry for scaring anybody, because yeah. Yeah. My cheeks are gonna hurt from all the laughing. Like, man. Okay, we're gonna put that there. This one is gonna get glued down, okay? Because we're gonna foam tape the other stuff. This will use extra postage for non-machinable, and probably an extra ounce. I'll have to weigh it before I send it. Here he is. This time I heard him. You want to say hello? Wait, where you're? Yeah. Anyways, that way. There he is.
Hello.
That's the hubby. Maddie said hello earlier. Mary's Crafty Creation says, rewind, watch on 2 times the speed. What? Do I want a screenshot? No. I'm scary looking as it is. I don't need to be more terrified. Oh my goodness. We're here, you guys. We're here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're missing one piece. You're not it. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. I need that piece. Did it fall? Are you that? Nope, you're not the piece. Yep, I found the piece. Piece is on the floor. I'll let him know. Go play Monopoly Go. I don't think we can meow at Thomas like we do at Todd. No. He's he does not meow. He just scares the bejeepers out of people. Okay. Is it? Yep, that one goes this way. So we're going to lift this up. And so the first layer is going to be those guys. So we can get some big foamy tips for this piece. Big foamies. Big foamies. Yes, please wear a bell. I just need to put one of those door chimes when they cross the threshold, right? Like when you go into the grocery store and it goes ding ding. That's what we need. That's what we need. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that one's gonna go there. And you can offset it a little bit if you want to. I don't particularly do that, but you can. You can. And you guys have seen this done. There are stickers that you can buy that have the layers lifted up. But this is all they do, is they just pick some elements and then push them up. Oh my goodness. You have, see, I don't have a door. I mean, to ward off the evil. Yeah. I just need a laser chime or something that says, meh, somebody's here. So we're going to set this one here. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then this guy is going to go right there. Yep. So we need a smaller piece for that guy. He's not very big. Go with our 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch foamy tapes. 1/4 inch foamy tapes. And we'll put a little piece right there. Okay. How would that? Yeah, that goes like that. Oh, I did cuss. Did you not hear me? I called him an ASS. I did. I didn't use my favorite word. Maybe I did. I don't know. You'll have to go back. Day 2 of doctor's appointments. Oh, I hope your travel is safe. In this case, ward off the heart attacks, right? Travel safe to the doctor's appointment, and hopefully they don't make you wait all day. But there it is, you guys. Our patterned paper Monday. We stamped and basically paper pieced, right? So for me, this one used 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. And if you think about it, and you're like, well, I need this section. If I'd have stamped it off to the side, like that little bit, if I'd have just stamped it off to the side, I wouldn't have wasted so much paper. Am I sad I wasted so much paper? No. Are you going to come at me? No, because you know what? I have more. Motion sensor. Oh, right. Yeah, that's what we need. A motion sensor noisy thingy. That's a great idea. Abraham's always got good ideas. But this is our card. for Pattern Paper Monday, we used pattern paper and we made pattern paper. Yes, this is technically pattern paper. It's a pattern of weirdness, but it is what it is. And it was inspired by Abraham, so there's that. So if you're inspired to create something, feel free to share it on the Chat with Sassy's Facebook page or tag me on Instagram at Elizabeth Costa-Rogers. I'm there, all the places. Her roommate has leg issues, a boo-boo that won't heal, so yeah. So that's what that looks like. And this, it's gonna need the non-machinable postage. And I'm gonna put it in a bigger envelope just because I didn't feel like cutting those. And then Auntie will get it and she will set it somewhere in her house because I know her. And she will adore it. But yeah. So there's that. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I like the tiger striped. I like the tiger striped flower. I think that was a really cute idea. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, all I did was stamp it with Versamark and then use my Lost Shadow embossing glaze. So that's Lost Shadow on Versamark. You could stamp it in a darker color. You could stamp it in the same color. You could do glitter embossing powder. Like, you could do a lot of different things for yours, but that's what I did. Because it makes it shiny. And it's a little subtle because, I mean, we went bold with that, right? We went really bold with that. And we're just going to put it in a bigger envelope with non-machinable and send it to the auntie. And we're going to put this away because we saved that because Abraham made it. I will be back right here on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. And then Thursday at 3 p.m. And then Friday, if you guys have the calendar in Chat with Sassy's chat things. No, it's just a layered card. No. And it's just a layer on layer. No. It's kind of redundant. It's just layers. Lots of layers. But this would be more of a 3D flower because we've popped it up. Glitter, I know, right? Ooh. Anyway, ooh. No. Yes. Anyways, where was I? Oh, I talked about the embossing powder. You can do, yes, glitter, embossing powders, glitter, anywheres. Was there something else? Oh, Friday morning, I'm going to be with T and Dawn on T's channel. So that is on in the calendar too. We'll give a little bit of a splatter. Oh. We'll give a little bit of white paint. Oh, probably not that. And then we'll get a little bit of water. Pick that up. There's your little bit of white paint, sir. Not too much. Not too much. But actually, we need a little bit more right. There we go. There. Yeah. Got a little bit of white paint on there now. Yeah, look pretty. Alright. Splatter. Splatter's always good, right? Makes everything look lovely. But because the paint is wet and we do use wet stuff, it is pulling a little bit of the color. It's just going to make it more unique. So, there's that. Look at those cute little pink dots. But I want to thank you guys, and we'll see you next time right here on the channel, which for us is going to be Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Beautimus. Thank you, Abraham. Appreciate it. Yeah, until then, my friends, stay crafty. Share your makes with us on Chat with Sassy's Facebook friends. You can even share. T's got share where you can. Share where you can. Until then, we'll see you. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.